got to clear something up first. So, because I'm sitting next to the bride and groom and they don't get it, that means you guys kiss. That doesn't mean speech. Okay? Are we all good with that? So let's... Okay, hi. I'm Ricky. For those who don't know me, you can call me best man if you want to. Riley and I, we've been very good friends for many years. We first met at University of Portland, and it was quite the honor to be here as best man today. We've had so many awesome adventures together over years. I mean, just like Heather, I could sit here and just tell stories all night. But preparing for the speech, someone wiser than myself told me, son, a best man speech should be like a woman's dress, short enough to be interesting, but not so long to be dull and boring. So I'm gonna do my best to not be dull and boring, but I wouldn't count on anything way too interesting either. Now, writing a speech about Riley is not an easy task, as those of you who know him well should really appreciate. So what I did, I sent out a group email to some of our and his best friends, asking to start a conversation about everyone's favorite things about Riley. This was an attempt to help me narrow down what I could and should talk about, really get me pumped up and help, get those creative juices flowing. Among the many great stories that we're sharing. Riley, you're going to get that email tomorrow. So, among the many great stories that we're sharing, overall, they had a few common themes that basically were the same things that I already want to share. But there is one story in particular that really stood out that I think deserves to stand on its own. The reply from Chris Cunningham was, my least favorite story I have about Riley took place during a road trip from Seattle to Portland. We discussed for about an hour our excitement to stop at Carl's Jr. for some delicious cheeseburgers. He proceeded to order the fish sandwich and a side of fried zucchini. I was beyond embarrassed. In fact, I lost a little bit of respect for him. Good luck weaving that into your speech, bro. Well, Chris, challenge accepted. Because you just gave me one of my favorite examples of the things I like about Riley. His unpredictable free spirit. While you thought that he would order a cheeseburger, Riley instead took the path most likely less traveled at Carl's Jr. and ordered a fish sandwich and a side of fried zucchini. So, I just felt that needed to stand out among itself. Now, like I said, there's some common favorite things about Riley that our whole group of friends feels, and really I thought we should just list a couple of them also. For example, Riley has the best posture of any man. Most chairs do not sit up that straight. I think that I have heard the term Irish elbows about 856 times in my life. All from Riley, and all referring to his own elbows. I would probably watch out for those if I were you. Riley's probably good enough at crossword puzzles to rival Ken from Jeopardy. Oh, and there are 3 songs that Riley sings at karaoke that he can sing better than anybody in the world. Word Up by Cameo, Caribbean Queen by Billy Ocean, and Monster Mash. Whoever it is that sings Monster Mash. I guess it's Riley, because it is the best when Riley sings it. So if you've had the pleasure of singing those, you know how amazing Riley is. But at the top of my personal favorite things about Riley, we share a unique love for Steely Dan. I cannot count how many hours I have spent with Riley doing nothing but listening to Steely Dan and discussing the lyrics to all of their songs and why they are awesome. So Colleen, I hope that you have learned to like Steely Dan, because if not, you're going to have to. So what I really take away from all of this is that you will always have a good time with Riley. Colleen, you have found a great guy. Riley's one of those friends that you can not only rely on when you're in need, but you can also count on to enjoy every minute with. Whether it's a hike or a road trip, a football or baseball game, simply sitting around the house watching endless back-to-back episodes of Cops and celebrating every time that it takes place in King or Pierce counties. I promise that it will be time well spent. So, Colleen, I guarantee that for many years, it will be nothing but good times with Riley. He will always be up for any adventure that you want to take. He'll always be there when you are down to cheer you up, and he will have your back no matter what. I've spent a lot of time with you both. I see how he looks at you, and I know how deeply he loves you. You definitely bring out the best of each other, and I'm not sure that there's a more perfect person for Riley. And I don't mean that he came from a family of lawyers and just married one tonight. I mean, it really must have been frustrating for both of you dating a lawyer for so long. Although there's probably some relief knowing that tonight you finally get to see each other's briefs. So, everybody, can we join in a toast to our newlyweds, Riley and Colleen? We congratulate you today. We wish you riches, we wish you well, and we give you our best as you start out on this adventure known as marriage. Cheers to the bride and groom.
Love you. Drop the mic, hater! No, don't do that.